I'm back. I'm here this morning for sunrise. It's been almost nearly 6 months since I've been out from the sunrise. The last time actually I was really out for a sunrise wasn't in Ireland, it was in Snowdonia when I went on the trip for the 4 days. But it's good to get up early in the morning, and I was hoping that I'd get some nice light. Looking at the forecast that we looked at yesterday evening, it seemed that there was going to be a gap in the clouds right about sunrise, and that gap, as you can see, and the distance there is actually perfectly correct. However, one thing that it didn't say we were going to have was wind, and there's a lot of wind, and the location that I'm at here is Gugambara. It's the source of the River Lee, which is the river that runs through Cork City. And when this lake here is flat, it's absolutely beautiful because you get a lovely reflection of the church, and it's the same church actually that I was at in my last episode when I arrived here for the unexpected or the hopeful cloud inversion, which didn't happen. But it's a place that people come in the morning because when you get a nice reflection, it's beautiful. You can get a lovely mist as well that's here, and when the sun rises in this direction, it can light up the mountains and stuff that are behind us as well. So I'm going to get set up. We'll see what type of shots I'm going to get. I'm not really overly hopeful, but we'll get something, I imagine, anyway. And I'll play around here, and I won't probably go for the typical type of shot because there's no reflection. So I'll see what I can get out of the shoot anyway this morning. So I've moved over here to a bit of a pathway, so I hopefully will be able to avoid the movement that you see a second ago when I showed the movement in the trees. And it's the pathway that leads right up to the church and the doorway to the church itself. And even though we are pretty much just at dawn, I don't need any filters. With the filter actually, I've taken them off now, but with the filters I was getting 30 seconds, which is quite unusual. But even at the 30 seconds then I wasn't able to take the shot correctly. But right now, no need for a filter. I'm just taking a simple shot. I'm shooting at f7.1, and it's giving me a nice viewpoint. There's no lights or anything like that as well on the church, which normally are there, which is actually helping because it can be quite difficult then to expose that, because you get the light blown out and it's very hard to balance the image. But I'll show you the image that I'm taking here in a moment, and it's again something away from the norm, but I'm going to play around here actually. I'm going to try and get a different composition that I wouldn't normally see. Okay, I'll check back in a moment. along again now from the pathway over the sunlight, as you can see, just coming up behind me here. So it might be nice enough to give us some light behind the church itself with the clouds. Might get some light as well on the mountains that are behind it, but wind seems to be calming down. It's not ideal yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to send the drone up. As I talk now, it's actually picking up again, but taking a shot here, which I would have taken actually before. When you get nice light on the church as well itself, it does really give a nice shot. But you can see that the light now is breaking behind me here, so once the sun will penetrate or burst through that bank of cloud that's there, hopefully, like I say, we'll get some nice shots. I'm going for a long exposure here at the moment because the clouds are moving and I want to be able to capture that movement that's coming over the mountains behind it. So I'm at the moment again at 30 seconds with the Lee little stopper and a 0.9 graduated ND as well. But yeah, it's going to continue on, I think. Hopefully might light up. We'll see if luck will be on our side today. I've moved along now again and the sun has come up. It's starting to light up very, very slightly the mountain that's behind the church, but it's given me a different composition again. Not much colour, so I think there's a bank of cloud that's probably taking up the sun there, but yeah, it's another different composition, like I say, and I'll see how this shot now as well will turn out. Changed location again now, and I've moved back over to the other side of the church because the sun that has broken through the clouds is now lighting up the mountains that are here in the background, and that's given me a nice bit of a contrast as well in the shot. I've changed to the long lens, which is going to give me an opportunity to be able to give a bit of vastness to the scene, but not the ideal light, but it's nice light. Looks like we could get some rain as well, so we might be lucky, you might get a rainbow coming through here in a moment. But yeah, just for another quick change to the long lens, hopefully I get another shot from that. I'm more than likely going to call it a day here. The light was okay, it wasn't anything major, it didn't give us any explosions of light or anything like that, but as always I suppose it's really good to get out in the morning as well. Since I said at the beginning it's been a couple of months since I've been out, but yeah, good to get out in the morning. Not ideal conditions, but still nonetheless I think I might have got one or two good shots. As always, thanks very much, and if you like the content, please do leave me a comment below, and until the next time, Slán go fóill.